Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Living Shadow Tarot. How bees ya? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. So this is going to be like a seasonal change reading, I guess, because we have three of wands popping out first. We have Gemini season, which is coming up this week as I'm recording this. Ooh, Nine of Pentacles. So we have Gemini season for those with Vedic. That'll probably be Taurus season for y'all, I guess. I don't know. But we have Gemini season coming up. Okay, Mercury retrograde. The shadow period has already started. The official retrograde is at the end of the month. We have Saturn going retrograde right around the same time. Mercury's in Gemini going retrograde. So definitely a lot of conversation, a lot of people coming back, and a lot of probably the crazies who wanted to come back. And we also got Saturn in retrograde. So that's kind of what I'm wanting to read for, is Saturn retrograde and the Gemini season. Now, for those who are keeping track, we do have two more retrogrades coming up in June here as well. So do keep that in mind too. It's like retrograde summer. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just catching like a lot of nostalgia this year. And a lot of like partying or whatever, but I'm getting like people are really trying to reclaim what they weren't able to do last year. So I don't know. Justice, the Hermit, and the Six of Swords. Okay, so we got Three of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, the Death card, the Justice card, the Hermit card, and the Six of Swords. So this is basically telling me that during this season, a lot of people are going to be really trying to move forward and move on with their lives, right? A lot of people are going to, there may be a lot of breakups, but this kind of happens seasonally anyway, because now the summer's available, right? Like, I don't know if people know this or not, but a lot of people get booed up for the winter, because so that, it's like huddling in numbers type things, like survival instincts. But now it's like they move forward and be single because it's like, oh, we were in captivity with this person, I guess, for however long. I don't like, being like that. Nine of Pentacles and the Death card could definitely be death to a lot of relationships, not necessarily in a bad way, not necessarily like someone has to pass on, but I'm definitely getting like that because the Justice card here. Now this could also be someone being single and having a transformation, right? Yeah. This would also be a lot of newly single people, like really transforming and really trying to figure out what's there. It could be a bunch of people breaking out of the shell here with this Hermit, and a whole bunch of different conversation needs to be had with the Six of Swords. Different things being left behind. Different things, different thoughts being left behind. Two thoughts patterns. I had said earlier with Venus moving that it'll probably be a thing where people have like different boundaries and things like that, but I'm getting with this Justice card here, as well as I'm talking about the Saturn retrograde, the karma is going to be like the discipline in the karma, right? Because that's what Saturn rules. And I feel like it's like people are going to be looking at people. Yeah, Ten of Swords in the Chariot. People are going to be looking at people like, what does what does dealing with you mean for my karma type thing, right? Ten of Swords in the Chariot. So we have people leaving stuff, right? People leaving stuff that no longer serves them, and they're not even going to try and pretend like it does anymore. With the Ten of Swords, it's like I'm leaving and I'm not gonna pretend like I was happy here. Like it's like that type of thing. Nine of Cups. Yeah, people want wish fulfillment. With this Nine of Cups and this Nine of Pentacles, these are very especially with this Nine of Cups coming out with this Death card. These people are transforming to being a lot more self-love focused, self-sufficient. I'm getting. So it's just, but it is definitely a lot of because with this in retrograde, right? So a lot of discipline is not there. A lot of things that would have probably like rankled people or made people stay, a lot of things that would have made people codependent are no longer going to be affecting them. So it's interesting to see what it's like. Like I know I was having an explanation earlier, and I'm probably gonna make another podcast episode about it, talking about like codependency. I should write that down so I don't forget. Codependency versus independency. Because really, what it is, a lot of people don't want people to be independent. But again, if I'm probably make this podcast and kind of go in on that, because I'm kind of getting that's kind of the vibe, right? A lot more people are becoming a lot more independent. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. So with this Four of Pentacles, especially coming out underneath this Justice, this is letting go of things that no longer serve, letting go of things that make you unbalanced. It's the Four of Pentacles, you may have been trying to hold on, but this energy that I'm getting is that no matter the struggle, it's like people may be seeing how much of a struggle it is to hold on, how much of a struggle it is to keep trying to rely on people, how much of a struggle it is to be codependent. Like it's like a spiritual realization or a spiritual awakening to the fact that codependency really is not because I think a lot of people innately try to either be codependent or make other people be codependent, and it doesn't really work out as well. Yeah, Nine of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Because there are a lot of people who are determined to keep other people stuck. And I'm getting that it's like that's going to be released here, or you're going to be releasing, or people are going to be trying to release people or things that keep them stuck. With this Four of Pentacles and this Nine of Cups, they want wish fulfillment. We have the Strength card here, so getting the strength to let these things go, getting the strength to persevere, push on past them, getting the strength to basically be like, okay, so why are you not doing this for yourself? Yeah, Empress energy. So this is the Empress energy, that Venetian energy, where this is someone who basically has it for themselves or has everything they need for themselves, and they're just like trying to attract them. This is Muse life, right? Where you're just you're existing, and that's like all you need to do is exist for all your dreams to come true, in a sense. But people are more moving towards that direction. Five of Wands. They want to leave conflict and drama behind them, especially with this death and this justice. Some people may be wanting to see some justice for the confusion that some people have caused them, and that may be what's holding them back as well. As that, like, okay, so I just want to see someone get like their revenge or get their karma, and instead of just keeping moving on, especially during the Mercury retrogrades. Yeah, pain. Three of Swords. Some people, like, because it's like, I don't know, I feel like this is like the worst time for like a Mercury retrograde and a Saturn retrograde, because there's like the discipline there. It's like, this is a whole test though. This season is a test. Yeah, Knight of Wands. This season is a test. This season is kind of a test to see what you will and will not do, what, like, how much of your ego remains. I guess I'm going to put it to you that way. How much of your ego remains? Because with Mercury retrograde, people are going to be coming back. With Saturn retrograde, there's going to be like less discipline and less like things that like keep internally telling you to like hold yourself back. And you kind of like have to tell yourself to hold yourself back. I don't know how much of people are going to be like really doing that. But again, I'm getting like that's like the big test coming up here is how much can you hold yourself back from just petty stuff and drama. Because we got this Hermit here, which tells me that like the pain or like wanting to see all this different stuff come in this fruition in a certain way is what makes you hidden. Like you may be like hiding away yourself, trying to see other things that are going on for other people, but in reality, these people are trying to, like, you could be around people or people watching this, you could be around people who want to see you stuck, but what do we have here? Gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunity that it presents. Gratitude is always the best thing to have when you're doing this stuff. Empathy, imagination, and abundance. Yeah. People may be trying to hold you back or keep you stuck during this time, but this is one of those, like, again, this is another like do or die type season, which we kind of keep getting in this transition for Pluto for the changeover. But it's definitely where at this moment in time, right? For you, for yourself, if you're watching this video, for this moment in time for you, this is all about you, like, saying fuck it, in a sense, right? Like, going for your abundance. You're a limitless being. You can manifest whatever you desire, and this is in this reality. Like, you need to say these things to yourself. I am a limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire into this physical reality. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. And gratitude. I'm thankful for this life. It's like you're going for the gold, or well, people on this channel I feel like are going for the gold. I'm just gonna put it that way. It's like you're going for the gold, but in the entire time you're going for the gold, everybody else is gonna be like, well, why don't you like help me? Why don't you like this and that or whatever else? And they want to make you feel obligated to them. That's the thing. Journaling, number 29 for the self-care oracle. Definitely want to do some journaling and look to the stars. Okay. There's a lot of things astrologically that are going on. A lot of things. Don't get caught up with the drones, basically. I'm just going to say it like that. Because these drones, these people who are on autopilot, who don't really know what's going on, they're probably going to really be trying to test you, especially if you've been doing what you're supposed to be doing here with this Empress card and the strength. It's like if you're trying to do what you're supposed to be doing, you know, you are like a crab at the top of the bucket, basically. And so with this season, you may not, for the last couple weeks or so, have had a lot of people like trying to come back to you to a degree, but this is like amplified, right? And the whole reason is to keep you stuck. Not necessarily, that may not be what their intent is, or that may not be what their first thought on their mind is. It's like, oh, I got to keep this other person stuck. But it's more of a, you will be stuck if you spend too much time having like these conversations with those people versus just going and being self-sufficient with the three of wands, nine of pentacles, nine of cups. If you spend more time dealing with these certain situations, then you will probably feel stuck. We have take a walk here. So that's another self-care thing. You may want to take a walk, go journaling. It's been a whole thing. If you guys do follow my Instagram, you see I have been doing the walk thing, the nature thing. You see right now, but I have been doing the walk thing. Took some beautiful pictures out there in nature, by the way, too. So, but you may just be like a thing, like just going, like, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like you have to go to a park or something, but it's like take maybe 3 hours out of your week and go to a different environment, some environment that you never would have been to, like a new environment, and see what it's like. Because I guarantee you, once you leave the environment that you're in, and then you come back to it, you see it with a different light, because now you haven't been seeing it over and over again. You're seeing it with new eyes. I'm getting a lot of people are gonna have to probably do that. Like, wherever that you are right now, it's like, or whatever that you are, or whatever you do in your life, you may like try to leave and come back. Does that make sense? Like, what people may be trying to leave and come back from your life, but focus on leaving and coming back from like certain places, so that you don't continue to see, like. And then look, as I said that, okay, so as I said that, the house card, this is the card that kept bouncing. The house card. Leave the house some more. Now, if you are leaving the house, you should probably wear your mask. I'm just saying, if you're taking these walks, depending on where you're going, if you're in a heavily crowded area, you should probably still wear the mask, even if you got the vaccine. Just saying. Yeah, empath. Empathy and empath. So, that came back up, right? You probably are one. I mean, if you're watching this channel, it's like, duh. Everybody has empathy, but yeah, you may be trying to hide it with this mask. That also may be like a trouble with you, is that you're trying to hide it and keep, like, pushing forward with it at the same time, and so you have to have like these conversations with people who don't really get it. Could be with a grandpa. That just came up. Yeah. Because you don't want to be stuck during this time. Or surprised. Ooh. So there could be a surprise coming for you also. That's interesting. Third party, and I fucked up. Oh, this is not a good surprise, if that's a surprise. So this could be someone who made a mistake here involving a third party. Ooh. Mercury retrograde brings them back. So if you wanted to know what happened or why this person is coming back in your face, they could have fucked up. They could have had a third party. They could have been wearing a mask. There could be something with a surprise grandpa. I don't know. We're going to see. I'm going to pull a couple more from here. And that's going to be it. Oh. So we got the Witch Wizard card and Emotional. So, now I use this card. This is, like, these to me are the same thing, an empath and a witch and a wizard, in all intents and purposes of, like, the being, the actual person themselves. The difference when I say witch and wizard is that what they do with their own energy, right? Do you use your energy or not? This person I'm getting is very, very emotional, witch or wizard. Here, there's somebody who may use their energy to do things or to manifest or to, you know, whatever. Like, they may be a magical person, but they're really, really emotional. Yeah, could be really, really angry here. Anger is an emotion. Don't think that just because someone says emotional that they mean that, oh, I'm going to be cry. Like, no. Anger is an emotion. Jealousy is an emotion. It's also a bad character trait, but it's also an emotion. Happy is an emotion. You know what I mean? Like, these are all different emotions that are out there. Thoughts. Pisces. Could be a Pisces energy. Or this could be, you know, thinking more emotionally, thinking more spiritually. Faith, because the faith card did come out here. And family. So this definitely could be, as I was talking about, someone like talking to people, or not, like, this could also be a family that you're talking to, or like your family members who are not getting it. Specifically, maybe grandpa. I don't know, maybe grandpa not catching the business. But, yeah. They may try to keep you stuck, not on purpose, but because they see you moving forward and they don't get it. And it's not your job to backtrack and explain to them what it is that's going on. It's their job to do the research to find out what it is that you found out. Does that make sense? Like, it's the you can guide a horse to water, but you can't make him drink type thing. And I'm getting that you're going to be seeing that, like, for this season coming up here, especially for the summer. Like, if you're a person that's really dedicated to working on improving yourself, these people who aren't are really going to be coming to you because they're not going to get it. But they may also not be wanting to put in the work. They just want to be waiting for you to, like, spoon feed them the answer. Ugh. I don't know about all that. Have gratitude and get your money in abundance. I'm just saying. For real. Yeah. So I do want to thank you all for watching this. Please like the video if you like the video. Leave a comment in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. To everybody you know. Live in Shadow Tarot. Everybody you know. Live in Shadow Tarot. Share on all your social medias. Put it everywhere. 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 Debonair. Everywhere. Okay, I'm done, y'all. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Namaste. Bye-bye.